All right, we're going to talk about the strength of Rosen's network across the different stages of her career. I would like to start from the very beginning of Rosen's career. In my opinion, her background seems to have affected her. It all started when she found herself having to think and act partially independently early on in her life. I feel as if the separation of her parents could have shaped her career personality. I think this left her cherishing the ambience of a family. I also feel that she became capable of controlling this emotional bump in the aftermath of the loss of her fiance. This seems to have coincided with her claiming a full independence and powering through her degree. Her job in the puppet show business must have implanted a seed for what would have later on become the host of a lot of business parties and gatherings. Also, her degree as a creative writer must have harnessed her gift of the gab. I'm pretty sure this early behavioral development had an impact. Obviously, the only way I can confirm this or any of my other opinions on this article is to interview Miss Rosens herself and ask her. In any case, during her earliest phase of networking, she exploited the potential networking opportunity at Tandem. She seemingly shared strength in networking with her brother at Teamaker, but as her personality started to expand, she was able to build solid ties for a network amongst different people in the industry. And even though it was the nidus of her network, its strength was mainly driven by Rosen's deliberate vision as she envisioned the growth of any member of her network would carry strength to her own network later on. She was When she was elected to SPA president, her network have changed from mostly potential to mostly power. This was also fortified by the timing in the industry's evolution. She had invested in a network of not so well known people, but because of the timing she did that, her return on investment was pretty remarkable. She started reaping what she sowed when she was able to market personal publisher and when she grew Teamaker sales and ultimately sold it. Her network at Apple was a chance where she had to leverage and maintain whatever she had acquired before. She had to give at to give and take at a maximum level. Was a very strong and productive network. She tried to keep her rules in effect with performance and consistency, but due to her own time constraints, she wasn't able to maintain such high power job at the same quality. I think that this is when she decided to eliminate the corporate pressure and leverage the pure strength of networking as a quote unquote mentor capitalist. She was also able to exercise her performance and consistency. She was able to maximize the investment in her network, as she alluded to by saying, quote, I'm happy to help you get yourself organized to be seen in the best light, end quote. The network was so strong, the network was so strong so that it could point out the potentials and write off the nonsense. It was very effective. It was, like she said, a door and not a window. And since she was in far more control, she was able to invest in her personal life through her parties and treats. She was able to mix her unpretentious personality and her personal relationship. When she felt that her role at SoftBank will sort of rock the boat, she made changes to her schedule to restore the balance and the strength that she had attained previously. Using the concepts discussed in the reading of Model 5, discuss the extent to which these concepts apply to Rosens and how these concepts influence our power, influence, and networking success. My comment on this is that I would say I can say that Rosens is a prime example of consistency. This is evidenced by her sticking to her principles and making adjustments throughout her career to keep those principles in effect, she also derived some of her power from understanding the values of reciprocity. She also noted to be a down to earth person and had a soft temper and had a feeling as if she was a friend, as stated by her friend Faris, who clearly explained that this served her to exploit the principles of liking amongst her network members. She also succeeded due to her experience, which helped her sit with authority on different jobs and boards. Uh, Her network was also definitely more of the Paul Revere type network. She kept her ties to multiple clusters of people, especially having worked in several places and sat on several boards. As far as giving and taking, I would really think that Rosen was a giver, um, and she was not really immature. And I feel like she had a good personality deep down inside, and that's pretty much what made her had no problem succeeding. Thank you.